guys, you ready for circle time? We're going to shake our sillies out. I'm gonna shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out and wiggle my waggles away. Let's be worms. I'm gonna wiggle, wiggle, wiggle down in the dirt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle down in the dirt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle down in the dirt and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna jump, jump, jump my jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump my jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump my jiggles out and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna hiccup, hiccup, hiccup my hiccups away. Hiccup, hiccup, hiccup my hiccups away. Hiccup, hiccup, hiccup my hiccups away and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna stretch, stretch, stretch up to the sky today. Stretch, stretch, stretch down to my toes today. Stretch, stretch, stretch up to the sky today and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna spin, spin, spin around today. Spin, spin, spin around today. Spin, spin, spin around today and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna sit, sit, sit in a safe spot. Sit, sit, sit in a safe spot. Sit, sit, sit in a safe spot and be ready for circle time. All right, guys, you got lots of fun stuff this week. I'm so glad you're here. Now, last week we started learning our number poems. Do you remember? I wonder if you remember our special poem for the numeral 0. Bet some of you remember. Goes like this. Go right around just like an O. That's how we make a 0. Go right around just like an O. That is how we make a 0. We've got a new one today. 1. Are you ready? Goes like this. Number 1 is like a stick. A straight line down that's very quick. Super easy. Number 1 is like a stick. A straight line down that's very quick. You can make it in the air. Super, super easy to make a 1. You can make a tiny one, and you can make a giant one. 1. Next week we'll have our poem for 2. But this is number 2. 3. Let's go out of order. 6. 5. 4. 8. 7. And 9. We have finished our entire alphabet. I think we should do all of the signs, yeah? We're going to go all the way to the end because today we start, well, we don't have a sign for the SH digraph, but let's do the whole alphabet just so we can do them all together. Are you ready? A, B, B, C, K, D, D, E, F, G, G, H, H, I, J, J, K, K, L, M, N, O, P, P, new digraph, which a digraph is when you put two letters together. So we have a S and an H. And when you put an S and an H together, it makes shh, like you're telling someone to shh. Shh. Lots of things begin with, Kepler, could you get the door, please? Lots of things begin with shh. You could do a shoe. You could do shapes. So we've got tons of shapes. Star, square, circle. That was Miss Joanne at the door. She was just picking up some books. All right, and we've got shoes and shapes. We've got shell. We've got sheep. It's kind of small, but you can see it's sheep. What about this, guys? What's this called? Shirt. Shark. And a Sharpie marker. Sharpie marker. These ones are usually adult markers because they don't come out. If you were to get a Sharpie on your shirt, it would never come out. So, lots of SH sounds all around you. Sometimes it's tricky and you hear a S, but an S and an H is different than a S. See if you can hear the difference. S and sh. Your mouth is different. So, S, you can see your teeth. S, and sh, your lips come out. Sh. It's one way. All right. There was a little turtle. I'm getting him out of my book. Are you ready? There was a little turtle. He lived in a box. He swam in the puddle and he climbed on the rocks. He snapped at the mosquito and he snapped at the flea. He snapped at the minnow and he snapped at me. He caught the mosquito. He caught the flea. He caught the minnow, but he didn't catch me. I have a new work to show you, so Kepler's going to give it a stop. All right, so you are going to get a clothespin in your packet. Clothespins, people used to use them to hang clothes up. That's why they were called clothespins. They would hang them, they would kind of clip it. I'll show you what they would do. Here's a little tiny shirt, but they would clip clothes and hang it on the line to dry. They didn't have a dryer. But we are going to use clothespins, and how you work these is you pinch this side. I hope you can see that. They look a little bit like an alligator. You pinch this side. If you pinch this side, it's not going to open. So you have to use your two fingers to pinch like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to do a little worm hunt. And I'm going to put little colorful worms in your packet, and you are going to find some kind, a tray or a bowl. You can just use a bowl at home to pick up these little worms. You can do a little worm pickup. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They were hanging on to each other. 9, 10, little baby one, 11, and 12. So you'll pick up your worms and put them all in there. You could do that. This is going to strengthen your handwriting muscles. So that will be in your folder. So we did a new poem with the drums during music time on Tuesday. Here's our worm poem. Worm, worm, slippity slide. I smell a bird, so I better hide. Down, down, under the ground. Wormy, squirmy, round and round. Let's do it one more time. Worm, worm, slippery slide. I smell a bird, so I better hide. Down, down, under the ground. Wormy, squirmy, round and round. Love that poem. So we have a really funny song. It's a long song, but it tells a story. And I think you're going to like it. It's been one of our favorites. It's called Herman the Worm. Now, Herman is a worm who is kind of, he'll make you laugh. Let's just say that he's gonna make you laugh. So, are you ready? It's gonna start repeating, and you can sing with me when you get the hang of it. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, doo-wop, 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 watching the birds go by, pshoo, 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 pshoo. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed one grape. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, doo-wop, 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 watching the birds go by, pshoo, 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 pshoo. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed 2 apples. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, doo-wop, 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 watching the birds fly by. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed 3 grapefruits. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, doo-wop, 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 watching the birds fly by. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed 4 cantaloupes. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, doo-wop, 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 watching the birds fly by. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed 5 watermelons. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, doo-wop, 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 watching the birds fly by. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I burped. You guys love that. It's so funny. He ate all those things and got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then he burped and got small again. I hope he said, excuse me. Pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff. I'm putting supplies in your packet because we are going to do a worm race. Kepler, could you stop it and we're going to show? So you're going to get stuff for a worm race. Senna's going to help me with the worm race. So I have one built right here. This worm, remember we can't call it a she and we can't call it a he because it's both a boy and a girl inside one worm. So this worm is brown. Senna's going to use this one. You see how it's up like that? Oh my gosh. It's the coolest thing. I'm going to show you how to fold it. So come down here, Kepler, so that they can see. First, you're going to fold your worm in half. Then you're going to open it up and there's a line here. You're going to fold this side into the line and this side into the line. And then you're going to do it again. This side into the line. This side into the line. You see how the worm is getting smaller and smaller? And then one more time. This side into the line. So it's kind of small, but this is what makes the worm stand up so that he can raise. And if you are 3 or maybe even 4, you might need help. 5-year-olds might need help with this too. Ask an adult they can help you out. So we're going to unfold it a little bit. And it's going to stand up like this. Now, on Senna's worm, I already made eyes and I cut the corners. I don't have my scissors with you, but you can imagine mine's a worm too. Okay, and then you're going to have a straw. So, Kepler, can you see both of us so that we can race? Senna and I are going to blow our worms to see who can blow their worm to the edge of the table first. Are you ready, Senna? Mm-hmm. You know what to do?
No.
Are you going to drink your worm?
No.
No. You're going to give it a little blow to move it. If you blow too hard, it might fall over or something. So give gentle little blows right on his behind, on his tail. And it'll, her tail, his tail, their tail. And it'll push them forward. Yes.
And what happens if they if it falls down? Can you?
Well, then you have
to go back.
That's a good question.
Again?
If your worm falls off the table, then you have to pick it back up and start at the beginning again. Okay?
I mean, like it just falls on the table.
Oh.
And it's like you're right here.
I think you should just set it back up. Okay?
Okay.
Ready, set, go. Oh, like that. Oh. Oh, you have to start at the beginning now, Senna. Oh, my worm, you guys. My worm keeps falling down. Oh, I'm almost there. Oh. Senna's worm won. Okay, nice job, Senna. High five. Nice job. Stop there.
Good try.
So I'm going to read you one of my favorite stories. It's really funny. It's called Diary of a Worm. So a diary is something that you would write in to say what you did during the day. So this worm has a pencil and writes down what happened in the day. It's by Doreen Cronin and the pictures are by Harry Bliss. Diary of a Worm. And there's lots of little pictures here of when the worm was a baby and the worm in the dirt. And worm has a friend that you'll learn about too. March 20th. Mom says there are 3 things I should always remember. Number 1, the earth gives us everything we need. Number 2, when we dig tunnels, we help take care of the earth. And he's saying, must make tunnel, help earth breathe. Never bother Daddy when he's eating the newspaper. March 29th. Today I tried to teach Spider how to dig. First of all, his legs got stuck. You guys, are spiders as good at digging as worms? Not quite. They're different creatures. I think I've twisted one of my ankles, said the spider. Then he swallowed a bunch of dirt. Tomorrow he's going to teach me how to walk upside down. March 30th. Worms cannot walk upside down. You guys, look what happened to him. He tried and he almost fell. Thankfully, his spider caught him. His friends shot down a web to catch him just in time. April 4th. Fishing season started today. We all dug down deeper. Did you guys hear something? Said the dad. Why do you think fishing season is dangerous for worms? You have any ideas? Because fishermen put worms on the hooks to catch the fish. You don't want to be a worm around fishermen. April 10th. It rained all night and the ground was soaked. We spent the entire day on the sidewalk. Hopscotch is also very dangerous. I forgot my lunch today. I got so hungry that I ate my homework. My teacher made me write, I will not eat my homework 10 times. When I was finished, I ate that too. You can see his little nibble marks. April 20th, I snuck up on some kids in the park today. They didn't hear me coming. I wiggled up right between them and they all screamed, ah, there's a worm! I love it when I can scare them. May 1st, Grandpa taught us that good manners are very important. So today I said, "Good morning" to the first ant I saw. Good morning. There were 600 more of them in line. Oh, I stood there all day saying good morning to each one. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. May 8th. I had the worst nightmare last night. Giant birds were playing hopscotch. Mom says I have to stop eating so much garbage right before I go to bed. Mom thinks that's what's giving him bad dreams. Do you remember how scary birds are for worms? May 15th. I got into a fight with my friend Spider today. He told me that you need legs to be cool. And then he ran away. And I don't have any legs and I couldn't keep up. Maybe he's right. Oh dear. May 16th. I made Spider laugh so hard, he fell out of his tree. Who needs legs when you're funny? So we all have different things that we're good at. May 28th. Last night I went to the school dance. You put your head in, you put your head out. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself about. That's all that we could do. Hey guys, can worms put their hands in and their hands? They can't, they don't have hands. They don't have feet, so they just put their heads in. June 5th. Today we made macaroni necklaces in art class. I brought mine home and we all ate it for dinner. June 15th. My oldest sister thinks she's so pretty. I told her that no matter how much time she spends looking in the mirror, her face is just going to look the same as her bottom. Which is true, if you're a worm, your head kind of looks like your tail end too, doesn't it? Spider thought that was really funny, but my mom did not because it hurt my sister's feelings. July 4th. When I grow up, I want to be a Secret Service agent. Spider says I will have to be very careful because the president might step on me by mistake. It's a dangerous job, I told him, but somebody's got to do it. July 28th. 3 things I don't like about being a worm. Number 1, I can't chew gum. And number 2, I can't have a pet dog. Can we keep him, Mom? And the mom's like, no way! Number 3, all that homework. July 29th. 3 good things about being a worm. Number 1, I never have to go to the dentist. No cavities because you don't have any teeth. Number 2, I never get in trouble for tracking mud through the house because our whole house is made out of mud. I never have to take a bath. Who's my grubby little dirty buddy? Worms wouldn't want to be clean. They love the dirt. August 1st. It's not always easy being a worm. We're very small and sometimes people forget that we're here. But we're here. We're down under the ground. But like Mom always says, the earth never forgets that we're here.